I am at Rendezvous, Canada in Quebec City, and I have the pleasure of talking to David Adames, who is the Chief Executive Officer for Niagara Parks. Thanks for speaking to Selling Travel, David.
Well, it's great to be here.
I think most people would have an idea of what Niagara offers. You have a signature attraction, obviously, but you're so much more than that, aren't you?
Well, at Niagara Parks, we're both the environmental and cultural stewards of the 56-kilometer Niagara River corridor, and we support tourism not only in Niagara, but for the province of Ontario.
Okay. And tell me about your lineup of attractions, because you've got quite a lot.
We have 7 attractions at Niagara Parks, including our newest, called the Niagara Parks Power Station. This is a formerly hydroelectric power generation station that we did an adaptive reuse, created a new visitor attraction to tell not only the story of power generation, but the story of engineering, of entrepreneurship, of innovation. This is a power station built between 1901 and 1905, decommissioned in 2006, now open for guided or self-guided tours, including the spectacular tunnel or underground infrastructure where guests can follow the flow of the water. That's one attraction. We also have Journey Behind the Falls, which takes guests right next to the iconic Horseshoe Falls, where they can feel the thunder and power of the falls in their body. They get a little wet, but we get ponchos out for that. We have North America's largest butterfly conservatory. That tells the environmental stewardship message as well. We have the historic aero car or cable car that goes across the Whirlpool Rapids. And we have the White Water Walk, which takes guests by the Class 6 Rapids.
So with all those attractions to offer, how long would you recommend a visitor stayed in your area?
Well, there's so much to do not only in Niagara Parks, but in the Niagara region. So I would recommend minimum 2 to 3 day visit, but certainly guests could stay a week in Niagara, world-class theater in Niagara-on-the-Lake, beautiful wineries in Niagara-on-the-Lake and Twenty Valley, and of course Niagara Falls has so much nightlife and attractions to offer.
One of the things that's changed at this show over the years is the extent of the First Nations, Indigenous experiences.
Yes.
How do you build that into what you're offering?
We have a new initiative called Explore the Niagara. We're working with Indigenous communities to talk about Indigenous history. We also have, as part of Explore the Niagara, Black history, which includes the Underground Railroad story. And also nation building for Canada included the War of 1812, which was fought between the British and now Canada and the US. So Explore the Niagara builds out the Indigenous story. We have the Landscape and Nations Monument at Queenston Heights Park. That tells the story of the Indigenous warriors who fought in the War of 1812 along with the British. We have a new Indigenous tour that highlights locations along the Niagara River corridor that has a lot of Indigenous connection. So there are lots of activities.
And a year-round destination?
We are absolutely a year-round destination. I always say that everyone should see Niagara Falls in all 4 seasons. For some, winter is their favorite, to see all the ice formations by the falls.
Thanks for talking to us, David.
Thank you so much.